Hello. Today we are interviewing Birgit Iske, and Birgit is a member of NESLA, which is Northeast Scotland Ladies and Lads in Business. So obviously I've got to know Birgit from our networking, and this wonderful lady has done tasters for us in our networking. We're about to do a workshop. And on top of that, she's written a book. So over to you, Birgit. Let's hear where you're from and what you've been up to. How has lockdown been, good, bad, or ugly? And yeah, tell us about your book and our next event that we're having. That'd be great.
Thank you, Donna, and welcome everybody to watch this video. I'm originally from Estonia, and I moved to Aberdeen, Scotland, at the not the very last day, but 30th of December last year. So I'm celebrating 8 months in August. And if your favorite number is number 3, then my favorite number is number 8.
Very good.
So that's a good number for me. And I've been very lucky. I've one of those people who have found lockdown as the most productive, most creative time of the year so far. I made a lot of good things happen. I created my own business, Word Accord, and yes, I put together a book. I started to write this book about happiness last year in May, and in April I made a call to my publisher and asked him that how would you like to publish a book about happiness. And I incorporated some of the people here in Scotland to the editing and proofreading, but it's different because it's written in 2 languages. And you, Donna, have seen it, but here in this book are pictures and text beside them. And it's not a typical inspirational book where you can find sweet cliches and quotes that are seen in most of the inspirational sites. It's all original text. Here are no tips to live your life, no straight biography, but I believe every writer is inspired by a life. So to give you idea how it's written, I'm just going to share one text from a page somewhere. You can discover it. There was a picture from Dunmouth, and text beside it, it's like this: open fields, I've always loved them. Plenty of room to be and think. Chances to change angles and viewpoints and point of view. Peacefulness, excitement, laughter, gratefulness. Yes, I'm at home.
Beautiful.
Thank you. So this is how it is. And I'm in Nestle because of Word Accord. And Word Accord was mainly because I finally understood that the direction I was going is not the right direction. So people were asking me about my writing service. They asked me to do website content. They asked me to do social media. My background is from journalism. I've been a journalist for 13 years in radio, newspapers, and as a newspaper journalist, we did live broadcasts as well. You know, digital media being a huge part of newspapers nowadays. And then I went to marketing. I worked for my brother, and I started from zero. All I had was my passion to storytelling and writing, which I had been doing for more than 20 years. and my gut feeling. And then I learned a lot within 12 months. And the results were good. As I was told, the sales increased 25% within this first year I did the marketing for him. So, and then I came to Scotland, which was my dream for 8 years. And then I made it happen within 8 weeks. So here I say 8, 8. So yeah, I do things in a fast-paced mode, and because I believe when things are meant to be, they flow, and when there are rejections, then they just don't. You can push, you can push, you can push, but it's not flowing. So you could have changed something about it to get it flowing again. So yeah, that's my short story.
Now, and what a story. Of course, you're a storyteller, you're a writer. I've had the pleasure of being with you this morning, and because we've got some events coming up in NESLIB, and we encourage and help the members to build skills, you know, on their writing, on their presenting. We're now going into the new norm of, you know, on being on Zoom and videoing. So who else would we ask to do a workshop other than Birgit, of course? So we have put the details about the event on Eventbrite, and I've posted that on social media today. So we're just backing up the video so that you can get to meet the real person, which is Birgit. So a little bit, just to finish up for Birgit, the event is on the 2nd, I'm just looking at my calendar, 2nd of September, and it's a lunch and learn, yeah?
Yes, and one of the reasons I moved to Scotland is because Scotland is world famous for storytelling, and I've seen how this actually works really well in marketing. And we tell stories every day, no matter what we do. So it's up to us to choose the story, and script writing in online presentation, which is a huge part of the new normality. This being partly locked, not going really anyway, but trying to be international, getting new customers is a huge part of new normality. So we are being in front of the camera, being online means being in front of the camera, and putting together your story into a script, and learning how to use it and implement it in your marketing, getting new customers or old customers back, is an important skill nowadays. And this workshop, I'm going to give you the essential tools. And some of the common mistakes people who've been already doing this have done, but you know how to avoid them, and also the technical side, which apps to use, or some of the software I'm using. You know, just I've studied radio production in university. The movie editing part, I'm a self-learner as well. So it's going to be something for beginners, or just you know, slightly advanced. But yeah, there's going to be worksheets, some practical exercises, so you would have the most value out of it.
Super. It might be a refresher for some people as well, because you know. Oh, well, that's great, and thank you very much for your time. I hope I've been a reasonable interviewer, being that you've been a journalist. So, but yeah, I will pop up the Eventbrite link under this video. So do please join us. It will be an amazing an event. And for now, be safe, take care, and thank you, Birgit.
Thank you, Donna, and hope to see you all on the 2nd of September. Bring your lunch and pen and paper.
Super.